Hi everybody, and welcome to your daily tarot advice. This is for Thursday, August 16th, 2018. I've created timestamps for each and every sign for a little personal mini read for today. And for those of you who enjoy the interactive option to get more advice and clarity, we have the Oracle of Visions, Gaia Oracle, and Vintage Wisdom Oracle. So I will start with Sagittarius. If you are not a Sagittarius, go ahead to your timestamp below. Hi Sagittarius, how are you? Let's see what is up for you guys today. Ooh, we got the Karma card. So Sagittarius, this could really go either way. You know, it's just all about your personal energy, where you're at on your life path at this point. You know, what energies need to be balanced in your life. So this truly is a different message for all of you. It's a really personal message. So today, with, you know, karma coming out, there's things playing out that are returning to you somehow, some way today, okay? And that could be through conversation, that could be, you know, through different experiences and interactions you have today. That could be through some sort of material manifestation. Again, it's different for each and every one of you. But today there is a return of energy for Sagittarius. So let's pull some tarot on that. And, you know, in the regular tarot deck, this would be the Judgment card. So for some of you, this could be, you know, a day that kind of feels destined, like just the way things play out, you know, something happening at just the perfect moment, or you and somebody else connecting just in the right time. It could be a number of different things. I'll tell you this, I really wanted to move months ago, and I did not have the funds. I was waiting for some funds to come in, and it was taking forever. Like, I was ready to just like give up, and I was owed the money. But you know, after you're just like trying to get something, you're like, okay, maybe this just isn't worth it, and I just need to let it go, and it will come back to me some other way somehow, right? Well, in order to move, I would need to put my notice in by a very specific day. Let's just say that money showed up one day, and I didn't even know until like 8 p.m. that night. It was just there in my account, and I was like, oh my God. And so I was able to move. So it was like 8 p.m. the night before, I would have to give my notice to say I was moving. Otherwise, I would have to sign another lease because I didn't have the money. So this could be something like that, where it's like you're down to the wire and you're like, okay, screw it. I guess I'm just going to have to, you know, go about it this way. And bam, boom, there it is. So this definitely represents that kind of energy. Yeah, look at that. High Priestess flew out. Rites of passage into the Temple of Wisdom. Of a missed opportunity. Ooh, Sag. And Nine of Cups. Oh my God. So to me, and the next card out would actually be the Star. So really, the way I'm feeling about this is some missed opportunity in the past, or something like you've really been waiting on, comes through today. And what that is for you guys is different. Everybody's, again, on a different path. But Sagittarius, today is a return of your own energy, and from what I can see here, it looks to be quite positive, and it's something from the past that maybe, you know, didn't pan out the way you had expected. You've been waiting a really long time. It was a missed opportunity, you know, just something along those lines, and here it is circling back for you. But again, this could just represent the fact that, you know, this is your own energy returning to you. So let's pull a little card here to just get a brief message about your romantic energies today. Look at this, heart-to-heart conversations. So, Sagittarius, some of you, this could be a lover, a friend, an old business associate, somebody from like elementary, junior high, high school, just somebody you've lost touch with could actually resurface in your life today, and we have some things to talk about, okay? But overall, Generally for love, today is a day of conversation between you and your significant other or whoever you're dating, okay? And again, you could kind of have somebody resurface today. And with heart-to-heart conversations, High Priestess here, I feel like this is a good positive conversation where we're both able to be vulnerable and really put our hearts out on the table, like laying all the cards down and saying, okay, this is what I feel, this is what needs to happen, that type of thing. So looks to be very positive for Sagittarius today. If you require further guidance or clarity, go ahead and click on the timestamp to the deck you're most drawn to. Otherwise, you have a fabulous day, Sagittarius. Take care. Hello, Capricorn. Let's see what is coming out for you guys today. What are your vibes? What are we working on? Oh, we got Luna. So the moon card is the card that represents Pisces in the tarot. Also, we are about to have the Pisces full moon on the 27th or 28th of August, one of those days. So you guys might be feeling that full moon energy already today. This is a day of intuition. It's a day of emotion. It's a day of feeling things and working things out in the inner realm of yourself. This is not really the external, okay? This is something going on inside of you. And the moon can represent depression. It can represent secrets and things like that. You know, so we'll have to just pull the tarot to see exactly what Luna is trying to tell us about your day, okay? So let's see. Also with the moon, there's things beneath the surface, because under moonlight you don't see everything, right? You don't see everything clearly, but when the sun is shining bright in the sky, all is revealed. So there may be some things under the surface in a situation or relationship that you have today, but you just can't quite put your finger on it, all right? But with this, trust yourself. So here we have the Death card, we have the Queen of Cups, and we have the Lovers. So some of you, this could be all about a water sign, just because this would represent Scorpio. And then here we have the Water Queen, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This is Pisces, the moon. So this could very much involve a water sign for you today. And now here we have the Lovers. So for some of you, this is definitely about a, you know, romantic thing that's taking place today. With the Death card here in this position, this is where we have second chances. This is where, you know, we make amends and we decide we're going to try to do better going forward. So there may be, you know, something from the past resurfacing today, a relationship of some kind that wants to reconnect with Capricorn. Could be a friend, you know, lover, family member. You know, there's a whole slew of kind of different relationships that we entertain throughout our lifetime. So Capricorn, today, some of you, there's a relationship returning, and it could be where you guys just lost touch with each other. It doesn't even have to be like a falling out, all right? Really, this is a pretty positive pairing of cards here. Now, in regards to like love and romance, like if this is a lover returning, honestly, it looks good, but again, because the moon is here, just make sure, well, you know what, I feel like there's just a lot of emotion involved with this, a lot of emotion involved if this is like a lover returning, or if you're in a relationship and you and your partner have just been fighting. Today is like, okay, let's kiss and make up and see what we could do. This could be friendship too, like you could have been beefing with one of your friends or just somebody in your life, and today it's like, you know what, this just hurts too much. We could do better than this, because this queen here, you know, this is unconditional love. This is, you know, great wisdom. She is somebody that dispenses wisdom like a sage, okay, and also offers unconditional love and nurturing and guidance. So some of you, it could be, you know, you're reaching out to a friend today or somebody close to you about some relationship that is causing you heartache and pain, seeking advice, seeking clarity, seeking guidance, okay? But no matter what, Capricorn, this really looks like a reconnection with somebody today. Could be a Gemini with the Lovers there, but it's like a emotional reconnection is what I'm seeing. And if this is not an actual person, this is like a dream or a goal or something you really feel passionate and emotionally connected to, and today brings forth the new opportunity, or somebody gives you some advice that, you know, rebuilds your confidence about it, just something like that. Okay, so let's pull a card about love specifically and see what shows up there. All right, so we have let go of control issues, allow this situation to unfold naturally. I think that really speaks for itself in regards to love and romantic matters today. It's really about like, okay, let's just fill out the energy, let's see what's going on, and not try to force, push, or control. Like, I feel you'll be met with like a lot of resistance if you do that, so it's better to just kind of fill things out and go with the flow that way. And you know, there's emotional connection here somehow, some way in these cards for Capricorn for today. All right, so those are your messages, Capricorn. I am wishing you all the very best, and if you require further advice or clarity, go ahead and click on the timestamp to the deck you are most drawn to. Otherwise, you have a fabulous day. Take care. Hello, Aquarius. How are you? Let's see what is coming out for you guys today. Aquarius for the 16th of August. Okay. Oh, you guys got the Karma card. So Sagittarius also received this card for today. What this means, Aquarius, is there is a return of your energy today, okay? And since each of you are on your own paths, living different lives, putting different energy and vibes out to the universe, this is, you know, what is returning to you today is very different for each and every one of you, okay? But definitely it's like a return of your own energy, or even a sense of feeling like today is like destined, like things just working out just ever so, where you're like, wow, I can't believe that was just at the perfect time, like thank God for that, you know, something like that. So Aquarius, let's pull some tarot to gain more insight about this Karma card and what is returning to Aquarius today. All right, so we have the Death card. So yeah, definitely something from the past returning, your own energy that you've put out, or a relationship or situation definitely returning into Aquarius's life today. Here we have the King of Wands, and we have the Knight of Cups. Aquarius, to me, this is really looking like a friendship or like a potential lover, something like that, either returning to you today and, you know, really wanting a second go round, or hey, let's do this, that type, because the Death card in this position is basically like, it's not over, here's a second chance, here's a rebirth of an old situation, okay? So it's like, let's move through this again, and it could be that there's still energy and karma to work through in whatever this is for you. But my personal sense is either A, you are really in deep thought about a romantic connection today, or somebody near and dear to your heart, some relationship near and dear to your heart. We could be a Scorpio, we could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, we could be a water sign along with this, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, okay? And here it's like we are in contemplation, we're really thinking about this, you know, is this relationship, is this situation worth a second go around? Because with the Knight of Cups in this position, he's saying, listen, here's my cup to you, Aquarius, but I need you to be on board with me. I need you to be honest with me. I need you to be in this as much as I'm in this. Or this is Aquarius wanting to offer their cup today to somebody and saying those words. But This could be like literally manifesting, okay, through conversation or interaction today with a person, or this really could be that you're just in your mind in deep contemplation with the King of Wands in this position, okay? So let's pull a romance angel to add to this and see. And you know, since this is general reading, I would say this could also represent like an idea or goal or something that you really want to achieve, and you might have kind of put it on the back burner, and now today it's, you know, in the forefront of your mind for whatever reason, okay? So, all right. These guys just wanted to come out. So, for love and romance, we have separation and getting to know each other. Yeah. Listen, Aquarius, either you guys are really focused on somebody that you are apart from, and like there's this hope for reconciliation, or there is this reconciliation today, and it's like we've got to get to re-know each other or really understand where each other is coming from, all right? So, there's a lot going on. This feels very more like romantic than anything else to me, but I know that doesn't resonate for everybody. So today, Aquarius, definitely a day of karma, a return of your own energy. And karma is good too. Like most of the time you only hear about bad karma, but no, karma is good too. It's what you've put out now returns to you, and it looks very lovely if you ask me. And romance specifically, it's like I feel like you're reconnecting with somebody today, or you're really in deep contemplation mode about it, okay? So Aquarius, those are your messages for today. If you require further guidance or clarity, click on the timestamp to the deck you're most drawn to. Otherwise, you guys have a fabulous day. Take care. Hi, Pisces. Let's see what's up for Pisces today. Almost jumping out of my hands, Pisces. Let's see. These are just so hard to shuffle like this. Oh. Okay. Let's see, Pisces. Ooh, we got the Hermit here, which is reflection. So today, Pisces, you may find yourself either like kind of alone, like this might actually be a day of solitude for you for whatever reason, or you are desiring for some alone time. It's just like we've got to think about some things. Some of you might have really just separated and disconnected yourself from a lot of people lately, and you're like up on the mountaintop, and pretty much, you know, if you want my time, you're going to have to make the effort to get to me, okay? I'm not available to you as I have been in the past. Like, that's how some of you are feeling, is like, no, if you want to talk to me, you want to be in my presence, you know what? It's not free anymore. You actually need to climb this damn mountain and meet me up here, because I'm not, no more. Like, some of you, that's your stance, and you're like, I don't care if I have no friends, I don't care if I don't have a relationship, I don't care if I have no family. I am done. I am done, and you will have to work to get to me, okay? Some of you are definitely feeling that. Others of you, we are in deep contemplation today, very spiritual. I might have some breakthroughs. So let's pull some tarot, Pisces, and see what this hermit mode is all about. Yeah, definitely about some relationships, friends, family, business, childhood, lover. Like, there's relationships that we are thinking about, or we are really pulling back from, and perhaps today these relationships are just starting to notice that, like, hey, where's Pisces? I can't find Pisces because look here, here's the Hanged Man. Yep, it's like blockage. We're not speaking, we're not communicating, we're not seeing each other, we've got to come into a new perspective here. So some of you, this could be about a very specific relationship in your life where you're feeling very blocked, you're feeling very hindered, you're like, what is the challenge, what is the obstacle here? And that's why we are in contemplation mode. Like, it's, you have a recognition that this is not something that can be analyzed in your intellect. This is something that more comes from your soul, the guidance. Like, you need that from your spirit, okay? And that might be why we feel so blocked, because your spirit's trying to tell you something. And now we have this King of Pentacles, which could be Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But in this position, it's like, this is inner self. So we are like disconnected. And some of you, Pisces, I feel like this is you, where I said you've gone up to the mountaintop and you're like, if you want my time, you will make the effort to meet me where I'm at. I'm not gonna, you know, go out of my way for you anymore. And you're just like really holding back, okay? Interesting, the next card would be the Lovers. So some of you, this is very relationship specific, about romance, okay? And you're either thinking about, you know, the status or potential for a relationship, whether it's just somebody you're disconnected from, like really, like we're broken up, we don't even talk, or, you know, we are dating this person, or we're in a relationship with them. You know, it's just, there's some new perception that needs to be found, and that comes from your spirit. Others of you, this looks to me to be like about a boss or a coworker. You know, there's just something really bothering you, you're not quite sure about. And again, Hermit mode brings forth that answer, because on the other side of the Hanged Man, this is where we see the truth and there are no more illusions, and we see it for what it is, okay? So Pisces, let's pull a card for romance specifically and see what comes out there. All right, so we got the honeymoon. Very interesting. You know, if some of you, it's just like you and the partner have not been like seeing eye to eye and things like that, it might be that we do need to go on some sort of like vacation with each other. This could mean we really do need to come into new perspective about each other and our relationship. And in that space, like we are back into the honeymoon phase, okay? Maybe, Pisces, some of you have been really holding back from a specific romantic partner, and today they're reaching out to you and saying, all right, Pisces, you win, you're right, I fold, you are who I want to be with, or let's go on vacation, okay? So, Pisces, those are your messages for today. I am wishing you all the very best. If you require further guidance or clarity, go ahead and click on the timestamp to the deck you are most drawn to. Otherwise, you have a fabulous day. Take care. Hi, Aries. How are you? Let's see what we have going on for you today, Aries. All right. Luna is trying to come out here, and Capricorn actually also received the Luna card for today. So Aries, today could be a day of emotions. It could be a day of really trusting your intuition. You're just really feeling things. You know, with the moon there, it's like under the light of the moon, things look a lot different than when the sun is high in the sky, right? So some of you, this could be where, you know, you have a sense of something, you're like, I just don't know, and, you know, you would be better served to trust yourself rather than the situation, person, or whatever, okay, with the moon here. Again, it could be about emotions. You could be feeling emotional, but I feel like you might actually be dealing with somebody who is super emotional, kind of back and forth, up and down. So let's see what comes out in the tarot. All right, so we have the World, the Three of Wands, and the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, Aries, so this looks very work-related. Next card out would actually be the Emperor, which is your energy, your representation in the tarot of the Aries. So to me, Aries, this looks for many of you to be work related. Okay, and it's like I feel you've been waiting on like a promotion, a raise, or this is like you might be just done and fed up with your job, and you've been like interviewing with other places, and today like we're really waiting to hear back to receive news. And with the World card here, with the Three of Wands in this position, I feel like many of you, there is some sort of communication coming to you about your job today, or if you are like trying to get into some sort of school or certification or something like that, it's like we're either completing that today with the World, or we're finally receiving the information that we need about it, okay? So Aries, this is definitely a day of communication and messages, but something completing 100%, and it looks to be around like your job or some sort of education that you've been working on. Could be a relationship. I mean, this is general, and you know, if that's the case, you may receive some messages today from somebody, and they're like, okay, yeah, Aries, I really want to work on this. Whether we're estranged, dating, or in a relationship, it's like some of you could be dealing with that. You know, and even though the Moon card is the representation of Pisces in the tarot, I also associate that with Cancer. So some of you, this could be a Pisces or Cancer that you're dealing with. Also, for a message of timing, because we have Luna here, represents Pisces. Next full moon is Pisces at the end of August. Some of you, the timing could be honestly like that's when you're going to receive the answer, that's when you're going to start the new job, that's when you're going to start school, just whatever it is, okay? So let's pull a card for romance specifically and see what comes out there. All right, so we have chemistry here, and look at on the bottom is reconciliation. So yeah, some of you may receive messages from somebody that you're not really talking to, and they're wanting to get back in your life because they're like, Aries, the chemistry between us is just out of this world. So as far as like romance for today, that's actually really nice, Aries. If you are going on a date, it looks great, like a lot of good chemistry between the two of you, good conversation, just everything feels right. If you are, you know, just dating or in a committed relationship, it looks like tonight's a good night for you guys, Aries. There's a lot of chemistry between the two of you. You're just vibing off of each other very, very well. And some of you, I feel like there's a crush, a little crush around you, and you're just starting to either recognize that, or they're just starting to recognize that. It might be in the workplace, and today it's like somebody might actually come forth and be like, you know what, I actually really like you, I have a crush on you, okay? So Aries, those are your messages for today. If you require further guidance or clarity, go ahead and click on the timestamp to the deck you are most drawn to. Otherwise, you have a fabulous day. Hi Taurus, how are you? Let's see what your main energy is for today, what's going on in the world for Taurus. Actually have a Taurus friend that I need to do a reading for because she has a troublesome coworker in her life. So she's like, is this horrible, mean person gonna stay here forever? So I have to look at the cards and see how all that's going to play out for her. So I don't know, maybe some of you are also dealing with some difficult people, because I've noticed that, you know, the signs tend to be going through very similar circumstances and energy. Like, so if you're going through the struggle, all Tauruses are kind of experiencing a similar struggle. If it's the, you know, if you're on the up, all the Tauruses that are on the up, it's a similar energy. It's so interesting to me. And, you know, there could be Tauruses up and down at any given time. I'm just saying it tends to be very similar energy wherever you're vibing. So, opposed to what's going on in another sign's life. So let's see, Taurus, What is coming out for you today? We've got Luna, and I'll tell you what, she keeps showing up. You are actually the 3rd sign, and you are my 6th one in. So yeah, she is showing her face. Today is a day of emotions. Let's see, Capricorn received that, Aries received it, and now you guys have received Luna. So yeah, definitely could be a day of emotions. How funny, like half the deck flies out of my hand as I'm saying that. But mostly really trust your gut today. Trust your intuition. There may be things that were previously under the surface that are now, you know, coming to light. This being the card that represents Pisces. The Pisces full moon at the end of August could be a message for you talking about timing, if you have a question about timing or, you know, something along those lines. So let's see, Taurus, what is up for you guys with this moon card? Okay, so we have Judgment. We have a 5 of Swords. And we have a 4 of Cups. So this is kind of like a recurring theme I'm seeing in everybody's reading today. It's like today is the day of kissing and making up. It's like if we've been fighting with somebody, we've been beefing with somebody, just not getting along. Like it's everybody today is like, you know what, I'm just too tired. I don't want to fight you anymore. Let's just work this out. Let's figure out what we need to do. Let's move on. And I see that so strongly here, Taurus. It's like there's a relationship or a situation or maybe multiple relationships in your life where I feel like it's just this kind of flowing and then falling out, flowing and then falling out, flowing and then falling out, and you're really feeling it today, and you're like, I'm so tired of this, like I can't do it anymore. I'm ready for us to either have this worked out or let's just go our ways. And this could be with a friend, this could be with a family member, this could be with a coworker, this could be with a lover. You know, it's different for all of you, but really 100% is, to me, it's like a relationship or even a situation. You know, sometimes our work situations or just other things we're involved with can just be really crappy situations to have to go through and bring us a lot of misery. And I just, Taurus, I don't know, today it's like whatever it is for you, you're just done. You're like, I don't want to play this game anymore. We're either friends or we're not. We're either lovers or we're not. And if the same stuff is just going to continue to happen over and over, I'm done. Like I can't anymore. Like you can't. That's just what I see. So let's pull a card for love specifically. And you might, you know, somebody might be trying to apologize to you today. And you're like, you know what? No, this happens all the time. I'm so tired of it. Like some of you are just like, I'm not interested anymore. Okay. For romantic energies, forgiving and learning, how perfect that would be. And look at what's on the bottom, heart-to-heart conversations. Yeah. So Taurus, today, definitely a day of kissing and making up for some of you with various relationships in your life. Others of you finally just to the point where you're like, they're coming back to you today and you're like, no, I'm done. I can't go through this again. Okay. So just be cautious of that. And like I said, I'm seeing this in everybody's reading. It's like a day of kissing and making up and reconnecting, whether we want to deal with these people or not. So Taurus, you are no exception. So those are your messages for today. If you require further guidance or clarity, go ahead and click on the timestamp. The timestamp to the deck you are most drawn to. Otherwise, you have a fabulous day, Taurus. Take care. Hi, Gemini. How are you? Let's see what's coming out for Gemini today. I'm so glad I turned my AC on before I started this because you guys probably can't hear it, thank goodness, but my ridiculous neighbor has his stuff up so loud. I think he's moving. Cross your fingers for me, please. He's the worst neighbor ever. I try so hard to just be good inside and send him vibes, but man, I'm like, you suck, you're so loud. And he don't care, and he's constantly publicly intoxicated. So the list goes on and on, my friends. Okay, So let's see what's going on for Gemini. Maybe some of you are dealing with a lovely character such as that, right? Since I thought to tell you. Didn't tell anybody else, just you guys. Yeah, look here. So today's energy is the Hanging Man. So this could represent a few different things, you know, since this is general. Hanging Man is either there's a blockage or there's an obstacle before you today, okay? For others of you, you've already experienced this, and now we're finally coming into like a different perception or way of seeing things so we know how to proceed forward, all right? So if you feel blocked or challenged or there's an obstacle before you today, instead of getting frustrated and angry, it's much better advised to allow yourself to kind of just pull back and come into a new perception about things, okay? And you'll be able to move forward. Others of you, like I said, you're already kind of coming into that new perception today, and you'll be able to, you know, move forward finally, or be like, aha, I totally get it now. That type of thing. So let's pull some tarot to add to this and see what comes out. Maybe some of you do need to hold back from somebody and create a blockage between you and a person or you and a situation today, okay? Especially if it's a hard individual like my neighbor upstairs. Okay, so we have the Knight of Wands, and right away, yep, we have the Chariot, and we have the Six of Swords. Okay, so for energies of other people, we could have a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, or a Cancer here with the Chariot card. So yeah, listen, Gemini, if you guys have somebody, just because this Knight of Wands in this position is like Mr. Casanova, you know, I'm all about you, oh yeah, I love you, I'm feeling you so good, and then bam, gone. Like you guys never shared anything. If there's somebody in your life like that and they're showing back up today, Gemini, you are so much better served to be like, nope, sorry, not this time. You better go on about your way. Or some of you are like, you know what? I've already moved on from you. I've already moved on from this. Like I have not been sitting here waiting for you to return. So be wary. There may be you know, a joker returning into your life, and you know, some of you, this could be a friend or just somebody you know who's so flaky. You know, they ask, oh, I need this, I need that, and then they're just gone. You know, you might have an encounter with somebody like that today, you know, and it's always that type of energy with them. It's not going to be any different this time, so you're better to go into the Hanged Man position. For others of you, I feel like you're kind of holding back or feeling held back from moving on to something else. It could be that you don't feel the passion inside, you don't feel the creativity if that's what you need, the motivation, the willpower. Some of you, it's like you're really holding yourself back from moving on. And, you know, come into a new perception if that's what you're doing. If you're really holding yourself back from moving on or progressing forward, you need to kind of rethink as why am I doing this? And I feel like you're going to change your mind and be like, oh hell no, what am I doing waiting? Who am I waiting for? No, Gemini does not wait for anybody. Your loss, right? So let's see, Gemini, what comes out for romantic energies. Very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. I don't think I need to say anything else. Yes, some of you, this holding back is to do with the romance. Okay, we've got to decide what we want to do. You know, maybe this is representing you, where in one moment you're feeling like, yeah, I really want this, but then in the next moment you get spooked and you're like, no, 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 I don't know. But it's like maybe today you might be, push might come to shove, okay? You see the chalice here in the Chariot as he's moving on ahead into the unknown, and then here she is arriving holding the chalice in her hand. So Gemini, once you make the decision on whatever it is you need to make a decision on, whether it's romance or just something to do with other issues in your life in general, like, we're really focused on that today. It's like you've got to decide, you've got to make a move or a decision. You know, there's something that needs to change here, and today is like really putting that in your face, or you're just really feeling it and trying to decide. It's like contemplation mode for Gemini today, okay? So those are your messages, Gemini. If you require further guidance or clarity, go ahead and click on the timestamp to the deck you are most drawn to. Otherwise, you have a fabulous day, Gemini. Take care. Hi, Cancer. How are you guys today? Let's see what's going on in your world. Speaking of Cancers, my oldest daughter is a Cancer, and she is due with her first child today. And child says, no, not my birthday today, Mama. I'm so sorry, I ain't budging. So you can imagine that, right? All those women out there who've been pregnant. I never went a day over past my due date with any of my children, so I don't know what that feels like, but I could just tell you, I remember just trying to make it to due date. That was hard enough. So anyways, just thought I would share that with you, since I have a Cancer for a daughter who is ready to pop with a very stubborn Leo in her belly. Okay. Oh, look here. Oh, Starseed. So there is new beginning for Cancer today, okay? Something new coming into your world. This could be where you just wake up today and you have new eyes, you're just feeling positive, you're feeling hopeful, you're feeling optimistic. It might just be one of those days where you wake up like that, you know what I'm talking about, where maybe the night before you were like, oh, life sucks, and then somehow you wake up and you're like, oh my God, this is a whole new world, how magical is this? Some of you, that's the case, like you're just going to wake up in this beautiful energy and it's just going to follow you throughout the entire day, okay? Others of you, this could be new opportunities, new relationships coming into your life today. This also, if you are a very creative person, any sort of idea you have today, go with it. Go with it, Cancer. So let's pull some tarot. Could be starting something new today, because the Starseed is unlearned. It's fresh, beautiful energy, okay? All right, so we have the Four of Wands, the World card, and the Knight of Pentacles. So, Cancer, if you've been kind of participating in something because you feel obligated to, or you're just a very loyal person or something like that, but you're not really happy, you might want to reconsider today. Maybe you shouldn't put so much energy into something that doesn't really fulfill you, okay? Because some of you, I see, like, you are hardcore. Like, I am here thick and thin through it all until the end, all right? Even if you are incredibly unhappy or dissatisfied with the person or the situation. So if that's your stance on something with Starseed here, you might really want to reconsider, okay? Just staying attached to something out of pure obligation or guilt or a sense of I must do this, unless your heart and soul is in it, I would say maybe we need to find new opportunities or rethink things, okay? Others of you, what I see, because the World card is in this position with Starseed, this is like something of the past that wasn't super fulfilling, or the energies weren't quite right, returning to you today, and this person being like, Cancer, I'm in it to win it this time. Like, I will go the long haul. This could, because that's the Knight of Pentacles, this feels more like friend, business type of relationship, could be ex-lover, things like that. But it's like, for some of you, and this has just been the theme through all the dailies today, is like kiss and make up. Let's kiss and make up. Let's reconnect. Let's this, let's that. And in this situation, if there's a person or situation returning from the past, I don't feel that it was left on the best of terms. This doesn't look like nasty energy, but I feel like you weren't very happy about something, or you were just going with the motions because you felt obligated to, and now here it has returned to you, wanting a second chance or offering you brand new energy. So Cancer, today is definitely a day of opportunities being presented to you. Many of you, this looks to be like in the workplace, and some of these opportunities could actually be in a different state or maybe even a different country, and I feel like you should go for it based on this reading. And then others of you, this is like some sort of relationship or situation returning from the past today. So let's pull a card for romance specifically and see what comes out there. All right, so we have wedding. So maybe some of you are like in the midst of planning a wedding. I mean, just because we have this here, and it doesn't even have to be your wedding. It could be for like a friend, your child, just whatever. Some of you may be very focused on wedding plans today. Maybe also some of you could be celebrating your wedding anniversary today, or like the anniversary of your relationship. And maybe with this lineup of cards, you guys are talking about like everything that you've been through together, and you're like, I'm so happy that we're still in this together. We've been through so much, and there's just like this beautiful new beginning and energy that's unfolding between you and a partner who have been together for quite some time. Okay, for others of you, this could very well be where today we're taking our relationship to the next level, or we're talking about that, whether it's our first kiss, our first date, getting committed, expressing our true emotions for each other. Okay, it's truly different for each and every one of you, but it's like an elevation, a new level, new phase of a relationship. Okay, so Cancer, those are your messages for today. If you require further guidance or clarity, go ahead and click on the timestamp to the deck you are most drawn to. Otherwise, you have a very beautiful and blessed day. Take care. Hi, Leo. Happy birthday to all those Leos that have birthdays today. Let's see what is on the menu for Leo. Okay, so you guys got Luna, and I will say Capricorn received this, Aries received this, and Taurus also received this. So Leo, today may be a day where you are really feeling things emotionally. You could be very sensitive. There could be a lot under the surface. This could also be where your intuition or your gut instincts today are just spot on. All right. Some of you with this moon, you could be dealing with a person who's depressed, or you know, has some mood swings, or maybe that's how you're feeling today, is a little depressed, or you know, a little moody. This is general, so obviously this will affect each and every one of you differently, right? But the moon does not have to be bad, okay? But it just has a wide spectrum, because the way things appear under the moonlight is vastly different than the way they appear when the sun is high in the sky, right? So there may be things under the surface that need to be discussed or, you know, noticed. But let's see, Leo, let's see what comes out. All right, so we have the Knight of Pentacles, the World card, and I cannot believe this. You guys have all the exact cards and then the Four of Wands as freaking Cancer got, like 100. And here I am shuffling, and I just happened to separate in the exact freaking spot of Cancer's cards, and they're still together in the same exact fashion, because these go both ways, right? And I flip them around as I shuffle. But what's interesting is this and this are actually swapped. So you might have a very strong connection with a Cancer. This might all be about a Cancer, or you could have a Cancer moon or your Cancer rising. Doesn't have to be. Just for some of you, there is this very strong Cancer connection in your readings for today, okay? Listen, what I see here, Leo, your message is a bit different than Cancer's was, just because your cards are in different order. There may be somebody that is presenting themselves as your friend, as being loyal, as being true, and you're just kind of sensing that something is off about it. And you would be right. This could be happening in the workplace. This could be, you know, with a coworker. This could be with a friend. This could even be with your lover. It's just, there's some element where somebody's presenting themselves as, you know, I'm true blue till the end. But there's just, I don't know that they are, okay? Also, it's like with somebody in your life, it could be where some information from the past resurfaces today, and it might not make you very happy what you hear about this person, okay, with the moon there and that Four of Wands in that position. With the World in this position, it's like either there's something returning from the past, or we're really not letting the past go. And the way I see this is more like, you know, either we're holding on tight to a past that we just don't know how to let go of, and we're really unhappy without that aspect, whether it's, you know, a job, a person, a lifestyle, just whatever. Like, we're really holding on to something from the past, and today we're really feeling it because it's time to release that. Others of you, this is like somebody who is saying, hey, I'm in it with you, Leo. And you're like, I don't feel that's the case. Like, you're shady, and you're right, Leo, so trust yourself. Let's see, let's pull some romance. Also, you can check out Cancer's reading to gain different perspective of these cards. Just so weird that, like, you have the exact reading of Cancer. Anyways, engagement. So, and there's as well. So, Leo, you and Cancer have like an almost identical reading today. And this for romance energies is saying essentially that for many of you today, there's an elevation to your romantic status with somebody. So, could be first date, could be first kiss, could be first intimate experience, could be first time we're expressing our deeper emotions for each other, could be deciding to move in, could be deciding to get committed, get engaged, get married. Like, it's the next step is different for each and every one of you, right? So this is what that's about today, is something going to the next level. And some of you, this will be where you're already in a relationship, and you know, I feel like discussing your feelings, if there's anything that needs to be said, or if you've been holding back deep emotion for somebody, today is a great day to put it out there, because it will bring you guys closer together, okay? You know, whatever the day brings, Leo, there is people on your side. So stay away from anybody who makes you feel bad, brings you down, any of that. Like, they are so not worth your time and energy today. Like, just be done with them. Seriously, any relationship or situation that you have to participate in that does not bring you happiness and joy, it's really time to let it go. Like, do whatever you can do to get out of it, all right? And then, you know, your harmony is restored within. So anyways, Leo, very interesting reading for you guys today. Again, check out Cancers because they're like identical readings. So anyways, Leo, those are your messages for today. I am wishing you all the very best. Take care. Hi, Virgo. How are you guys today? Let's see what is going on for Virgo today. All right, so we have the shadow. This would actually be the devil card in the tarot. So today, with the shadow coming out, that can mean like a lot of different things. You could just be very, very focused on your tasks at hand today and working diligently hard to get everything done. For others of you, this shadow, there could be something under the surface that you're kind of dealing with today that you're not expressing outwardly to anybody. Just some emotions, some fears, maybe some insecurities. So Virgo, if you're feeling sad today, lonely, disconnected, reach out to your friends, your family, your support system, okay? Because you don't have to feel it alone. And yeah, this flies out as I'm saying that. This is the Knight of Swords, and in this position, we're opening up, we're being vulnerable, we're communicating how we feel. Unlike on this side where we're very closed up and nobody's gonna know what's really going on inside of you. So on this side, it's like it's time to open up, it's time to express, it's time to have conversation. And I feel like this is like you don't want to. Like you're like, no, I don't want to discuss what I feel. Like if you have some dark emotions inside, it's like you're like, no, those are mine. Wow, Virgo. Next, look here, we have the Three of Swords and we have the King of Cups. Yes, so Virgo, I know that today, even if you're having a good day, even if all is well in the world, there is something under the surface inside of your heart that hurts, and you have been guarding it. You have not really been expressing it outwardly. You've been, thinking about things. How do I fix this? What do I do? What do I do? And I feel like you really need to talk to somebody, Virgo. Like you need to just pour it all out, not to get advice even, but sometimes when we just like pour it all out there, this hurt, this sucked, this was unfair, why? It's so good. It's such a release, okay? It's just like all that energy going out to the universe. And I saw the best quote today, and it said something along the lines of, you don't know true pain until you have begged God to heal the hurt in your heart. And I don't know about you, but I think every person walking this planet knows that depth of pain when it just hurts so bad that you are literally begging, to the maker, please, I'll do anything. Like, what do I got to do to move beyond this? Like, help me release, help me heal. This is too much. This is so heavy, Some of you, maybe that's what you need to do if you've really just been harboring some hurt inside, is maybe you just need to cry and break down to the maker, to the angels, to the non-physical realm. Please help heal my heart. And I will say, I am not ashamed that when things get really heavy for me, you better believe I'm crying my eyes out to Jesus, asking Jesus to help me heal my heart, because I can't do it alone. It's beyond me. It's become bigger than what I'm capable of handling. And, the grace of God is a real thing. So some of you who have been just hiding this, and that's what I feel like, we're hiding it from everybody, even trying to kind of hide it from ourselves. Like, no, I don't really feel that way. That doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter. Like you tell yourself that, but Virgo, it does matter, because it exists inside of you and you matter. So today, whatever we've been holding under the surface, it's time we express it outwardly, whether to the person we need to, or just to a supportive friend that you could just cry your eyes out to, or even to the maker, whatever works for you. It's like universe is saying, Virgo, don't be alone in what hurts you and what haunts you. It's time for us to release that. It's time for you to elevate. You don't have to live with this anchor inside of your heart any longer, okay? And I say anchor because look at this Three of Swords. Some of you, this heartache could be attached to an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Others of you, this could be attached to a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, based on these two cards. So let's pull a card for your romantic energies specifically for today. Might be related to this, altogether might be completely unrelated. All right, whatever's hurting you, Virgo, it's time to let it out, and let yourself heal. All right, so in romance for today, we have attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So with this, Virgo, I would say, you know, focus on the positive aspects of romance and love. I just almost can't even say, I mean, that's what this means, but I almost can't even say that based on what I see here for you guys, okay? Just know, I feel more if you've been having a lot of fights and arguments with your partner, or you've just been having a lot of misconnections, misunderstandings in romance, whether you're dating, single, just all of it, no matter your status. This to me is talking about your vibrational energy, and I feel like your vibration is getting very affected by whatever this is, whether it's about romance or not. It's spilling over into your like romantic dealings, like it's really affecting your entire vibration overall, and that's why it's being highlighted today in this reading, because it's time to heal and release that energy, Virgo. Okay, so those are your messages for today. If you require further guidance or clarity, go ahead and click on the timestamp to the deck you are most drawn to. Otherwise, you have a fabulous day, Virgo. Take care. Hi, Libra. How are you? Oh, okay. So we got 2 cards for you guys today. We have the Solar Deity and we have Reason. So Libra, these 2 cards coming out together, I feel like you are a boss today. You are in charge. The sun is shining on you. You know, that's a really good pairing of cards. It's like you are in control. You are in charge. The sun is the most positive card in the entire tarot deck. So you guys, some of you might be recognized today somehow, some way in the workplace or in some other arena of your life about, you know, all the things that you bring forth and do to a relationship or situation, okay? So you could be being celebrated or acknowledged or honored today somehow, some way. Could be just a very lucky day with that solar deity there, but overall, it looks like Libra is holding it down like a boss. All right, so we have the Five of Wands, the Chariot, and Temperance. Okay, so with these energies here, yes, it's a day of victory, but there may be a bit of inner conflict inside of Libra with 5 of Wands and then Temperance, okay? Or you might just have a lot kind of going on today, so you've got to, you know, really balance your energies and yourself and be very proficient, and like you only have so much time for this and it's got to be done by that time. And it's like maybe that's what this is all about, is you just have a lot of different things you have to do today, and I see you getting every single one of them done, okay? Like you're handling today like a boss. Just might need a little bit of temperance and balance in you know, the experiences or all the different obligations you have today. Some of you are, again, being recognized for something that you've done here. Very nice day for Libra. So let's pull a romance angel to get specific advice about romance matters for you guys today. All right, so we have chemistry. Nice. So listen, Libra, if you guys are going out on a date tonight, it looks to go off like a hitch, okay? If you're just kind of dating somebody, you guys are really feeling each other today. If you're in a relationship, committed, it's a good time. Like, this reading, whether general energies or romantic energies, Libra, it's beautiful. It looks like a great day all the way around. A day of success. You know, just you might have to balance. There's some temperance there that will be required of you today to get everything accomplished and handled. But overall, day of success, day of happiness, day of like, you know, blessings, luck being on Libra's side. So those are your messages, Libra. If you require further guidance or clarity, go ahead and click on the timestamp to the deck you are most drawn to. Otherwise, you have a fabulous day. Take care. All right, Scorpio, let's see what is coming out for you today. Ooh, we got Ascension. So we are moving up and moving on today. Scorpio, there is some element or aspect of your life that is going to the next level today, whether that's professionally, that's emotionally, that's romantically, academically, physically. There's just spiritually, there's some part of you that is elevating. There is some completion taking place in Scorpio's life today. So let's see what that's about. That's good energy right there. We like that elevation. All right, so we have the Devil, the Four of Swords, and the Hierophant. So some of you could be dealing with a Capricorn or a Taurus there, but what I see going on here is, you know, any sort of like really challenging, intense emotions, situations, lots of stresses that have really worn you out. It's like today we're finally rising above that, because you have like the Devil and then like God right here. So the good and the bad, and we're just here in the middle being like, you know what, I'm done. Some of you may have been being middleman lately between two different people, and you know what, Scorpio, if that's the case, today is the day where you're like, I'm done. Or if people are trying to come to you today to be the middleman, you seriously don't get involved. This right here is like, I can't be bothered. You need to go away. Okay, like you need to go away. Don't get drug into anybody's drama, because it will really suck your energy. It's like you need to rise above that and just not even get involved whatsoever, okay? There could be a situation or relationship in your life where it's good, it's bad, it's good, it's bad, it's good, it's bad, it's good, and it has worn you out, and you're like, you know what? Done. Not doing this anymore. So Scorpio, somehow, some way today you are really rising above a situation, which ultimately is going to make you feel better. And seriously, some of you guys need to just cut people off or not even get involved in their stupid nonsense today, okay? And if somebody is, again, like back and forth, they're crappy and then they're nice, they're crappy and then they're nice, it's worn you out. Like you can't take it anymore. So if you've been feeling like I can't take it, you can't. Like that's legit. Like your spirit telling you, Scorpio, it's time to fly the coop. Like this person is too much for you. You need to rebalance yourself. You need to recharge your batteries before you engage in this any longer, because it's just taken a toll on you. And by separating, disconnecting, taking a step back, that's how you ascend to that higher level of understanding, higher level of vibration, okay, which ultimately makes you feel better. So some of you, I feel, are finally today are free of just a crappy situation. It's just good all the way around, okay? So Scorpio, let's pull a card specific for romantic energies and see what comes out there. Flirt, yes. So today, Scorpio, in regards to love and romantic matters, it's a good day to be playful, a good day to be fun, a good day to be very flirty and light, not serious about anything really when it comes to romantic love, whether you are in a committed relationship or you're not. It's like this right here, being a little flirt today, is like what elevate you, all right? It's not pushing against anything. It's not demanding anything. It's like, nope, here's Scorpio. I'm fun. I'm flirty. I'm passionate. I'm all these wonderful things. And I feel like taking a much light-hearted approach, maybe in regards to love and romance, might actually allow the relationship to ascend to a higher level. So it's not projecting any sort of agenda or anything like that. It's just putting your wishes out to the universe of how you would like your relationship to unfold and progress, and then just going with the energy and enjoying every minute of it and being flirty and fun and playful and silly and all those things, okay? So Scorpio, those are your messages for today. I am wishing you all the very best. If you require further guidance or clarity, go ahead and click on the timestamp to the deck you are most drawn to. Otherwise, take care. Okay, so let's see what comes out for those of you who are attracted to Oracle of Visions. Ooh, okay, so this here is all about being creative and tapping into like the sacred song of your own soul. All right, look at that, and that's card 11. So those of you who are attracted to this card, it's all about, you know, the harmony of life, the harmonious flow of the energy through your body, through all of your chakras, and allowing the song of your spirit, that sacred melody of your own soul, to permeate your being and project it outwardly all the way around today in every single situation. And you will be like a magnet for positive experiences and people to make their way into your life today. So this is follow the sacred song of your soul and you will come into great harmony. Okay. Okay, so let's see what's coming out for those of you attracted to Gaia Oracle. Okay, so we have 3 cards. We have Moonlight Goddess, Sacred Heart, and Achievement. So these here, what this tells me is those of you who have been really, you know, suffering with some depression, some sadness, just, you know, heartache. It says repressed emotions, healing, reflection. To me, this is saying those of you who have been feeling sad, just down at all in any way, all of that is going to change, okay? Because it's followed by Sacred Heart, passion, love, and spiritual communion. And then we have achievement. Keep focused on your dream. So those of you who were attracted to Gaia, any sort of sadness, any sort of setback that you have experienced recently or you may experience today, don't let it get you down, okay? You stay in belief, you keep shining bright and vibing high because your success is like just right there. Do not give up, all right? So those are the messages from Gaia Oracle. I am wishing you all the best. Take care. Okay, so let's see what Vintage Wisdom has to add for today's messages. All right, woo, look at this, union. So with this card, this is saying one of 2 things. You need to come into a complete connection and union within yourself and the relationship you share with yourself, and learning to love yourself and honor and appreciate yourself a whole lot more. Or this is speaking to a very special union between you and another person that will either take place today or be incredibly highlighted in your experience for today. Okay, so it's all about connection to yourself or connection to another person. Apply that to how it fits for you personally. So those are the messages for Vintage Wisdom. I am wishing you all the very best. Take care.